I'm really surprised that our trip through time gave you special powers. I don't have any personal experience with the wishing well, the only thing I ever did was ask it a question, but after all that talk about consequences, I expected something much worse.
So you actually believe that's what happened? I made a wish to get us back to our time, and now I can see the future because of it. How does that even make sense?
I'm not sure, but everything lines up too perfectly to be a coincidence. And you did have a few dreams lately that came true, so, yep, I believe those dreams are a gift from the well.
It might as well be a curse after all. What if one day I foresee something really terrible that I can prevent? What if my parents find out? You may have convinced my dad that your mother is not a criminal, but he still doesn't trust her. Neither does my mom because of something related to a vampire, and Daisy believes everything our parents say. If they ever find out about me, they'll think of me as a witch.
Then don't let them find out. And you have another witch in your family, so there is that.
Elise just called. She got everybody out of the house. We can come over now. Hey wannabe goth with the rainbow hair, have you met bitch already?
Did someone call my name? Are we finally going to travel to the past? Yay.
Do you really think we need a dog sitter while we're gone?
What's that supposed to mean? Are they not taking me along? But my costume is perfect for the occasion. I look like a unicorn. Didn't people in the Middle Ages believe in unicorns?
Do you know how long we'll be gone? We may not find the forbidden tree right away, or there could be a time dilation between our time and the one we're traveling to. Perhaps one day there is a whole week here.
We're traveling to the past, not to a different planet or dimension. I'm pretty sure a day had the same length back then as it does now.
No point in taking any chances. Wouldn't want to come back just to discover that our pet familiar has starved to death while we were away, would you?
I have the perfect solution to this problem. Take me with you. Don't leave me with this weirdo who acts like he's never seen a dog-shaped living voodoo doll before.
Go get our costumes and Tiamo. I'll explain everything to Rainbow Hair in the meantime.
My name is Jaden.
The causes of the Great Famine included the slow transition from the medieval warm period to the Little Ice Age, which left the population vulnerable when bad weather caused crop failures. The climate change, which resulted in a declining average annual temperature for Europe during the 14th century, was accompanied by an economic downturn.
Wow, that sounds like straight out of a Wikipedia article.
It is. I have perfect memory of every article I ever read, and Tiamo asked about the dangers of the late Middle Ages, so I thought I'd quote a fitting one for him.
Her super-intellectual personality is active again.
I see. Well, the Middle Ages were certainly very dangerous. I would hate to live in a time period dominated by a nasty pestilence like the Black Death.
Then you should avoid mid-14th century Europe when you're going back in time.
You told her.
Why not? I trust Olga.
Thank you, I guess. Is it appropriate to thank people for trusting you?
It's definitely a nice thing to do. You should read a Wikipedia article on social norms.
I will, right away. Good luck on your journey.
You shouldn't tell everybody what we're up to.
Look who's talking. You told Jaden.
That's different. He lives with Elise and already knows about the time machine.
And Olga lives in Strangerville, the strangest town in the world. Wouldn't surprise me to learn that their omnidisciplinary lab also research time travel at some point.
Don't go near the vault in the basement unless you wish to be cut up by the laser beams protecting it. Better yet, don't go into the basement at all. You might get yet another curse from the wishing well down there, or be haunted by the ghost of my dead father. Also, avoid the bees in the garden, because I trained them to attack intruders. And don't touch my magic ingredients in the kitchen or the meditation room, because if you drop the wrong thing, you might just blow up the entire house. Other than that, you should be fine. Any questions?
Is there anything in this house that won't try to kill me?
Sure, bitch can be nice if you treat her well. It's been years since she last ate somebody.
Yeah, and it's about time that changes.
You can start by taking her for her evening walk. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Just try to survive until then. We can patch up your injuries later.
Mum.
So, wanna go for a walk? Okay. I didn't mean to offend you. I'll leave you alone then.
No one even said anything about my horn. What a pity. It was so hard to find.
I can see Evelyn is still Evelyn. Where does she think you're going with all these sack lunches she made you?
I told my family that I've been invited to give guest lectures at several universities around the country. Astrophysicists on tour, so to speak. I might be back tomorrow or in a week. We'll see how it goes.
I doubt we'll be back by then, because that's how long it's going to take Mum to put on that silly dress again.
And what exactly are you waiting for? Where's your medieval costume?
Vampirism certainly has its perks.
How did you do that?
I can switch between my human and vampire forms at will, always keeping the last outfit I wore in each form. I already put on my medieval costume yesterday, you just haven't seen it yet because there's not much reason for me to walk around in my human form these days.
Well, if I had seen it before, I would have told you that what you're wearing is more reminiscent of the Regency era than the time period we're most likely traveling to.
And you look like a beer maid at the Oktoberfest.
If we're lucky, we are going to be in and out of the past before anyone even sees us. These costumes are just a precaution. I'm afraid your mother has been putting way too much effort into hers. Did you bring a photo of the forbidden tree?
It's on my mobile.
Great. I'll upload it to the time machine, which will then search the history of our planet for a time and place where that tree used to grow.
This is getting ridiculous. Is Mum still putting on that dress, or has she gone shopping for a new one that is even more glamorous?
I'm here alright, just needed some time to accept that I'm going to have to wear these cheap earrings. And why are you all suddenly wearing jewelry of the same color? Is that supposed to identify you as my subjects?
These are fragments of the Nidalite I used to upgrade my time machine. We each have to keep one with us to guarantee a safe return trip. I fit them in trinkets for easier transportation.
Better than being stuck in the past, I'd say. Shall we go?
What the hell? This is not the place I saw in my vision.
It may not be the time either. Olga said something about a little ice age in the late Middle Ages, but how is this little?
I'm going to need my jacket.
Well, not too long ago you were all mocking me for taking so long to get changed, but at least my dress keeps me warm. Who's laughing now, bitches?
Why couldn't we just ask Charmaine for the exact year she ate the forbidden fruit to become a vampire?
I did, but she can't remember. I suppose your memory gets a little foggy when you've lived for hundreds of years.
It's alright. The machine brought us here, so the tree you're looking for can't be far. Let's go find it.
How do we even know we're going the right way? I should have come up with some kind of navigation spell for this.
Tiamo and I both know what the tree leading to Sylvan Glade looks like, and it doesn't exactly blend in, so that's what we should look out for.
Who says we're even anywhere near Sylvan Glade? The forbidden tree there was probably not the only one in existence.
Hush. We're not alone anymore.
Are your vampire senses telling you that we're not the only humans alive in this ice age? Good to know.
Those aren't humans, but they're getting closer. Wolves.
What's wrong with your power?
Nothing. But something about the gravity waves in this place is different from what I'm used to.
There's more.
Go the other way, you're not welcome here.
Fuck off.
They won't stop coming. How many are there?
Too many to keep at bay forever, I'm afraid.
Elise.
This way. Into the treehouse.
That was too close. I think I'm more of a cat person.
Don't worry, you're safe here. The wolves won't follow us up the ladder.
Jaden.
Athena, nice to meet you. Who is Jaden?
Sorry, you look like someone we know. So your name is Ethan?
No, Athena.
Like the Greek goddess? Isn't that a girl's name?
You're not from here, are you? No, of course not. Otherwise you would know to stay out of the woods in a spring night.
Did you just say spring night? Wow, the cold doesn't bother me much, but if this is spring season, I'm not sure I want to know what winter is like around here.
I'm sure you don't. A lot has changed since the calamity. They say our world used to be warmer at some point, but I wasn't alive back then to experience that for myself. How can it be any different where you live? Hasn't the calamity affected your place too?
What calamity are we talking about exactly? The Black Death?
More like the White Death, if you look out of the window. Well, never mind. Make yourselves comfortable and rest as much as you need, because you definitely can't go out there again before dawn, and there's enough space here for all of us.
That's very generous. Thank you.
So many beds. That man probably doesn't live here all by himself.
Isn't it astonishing how much he looks like Jaden? Just older, obviously, with more hair and a deeper voice.
Perhaps he's a distant ancestor. So Elise, where do you think we are? Or rather, when?
It's hard to say given the circumstances, but the zipper on Athena's jacket puts us in the late 19th century at the earliest.
And way past the first industrial revolution. Forget it, there are no forbidden trees here. We should use these fancy trinkets and return to our own time.
Not so fast. There's something strange going on here. What calamity happened around the 19th century that caused global cooling? If anything, wouldn't the Industrial Revolution have had the opposite effect? I realize the zipper doesn't fit in, but that seems like the lesser peculiarity in this case, don't you think?
Maybe the Jaden clone is lying.
Maybe he's another time traveler.
Maybe we just go to the room next door and ask that asshole what bloody year it is, before we lose any sleep over it. How does that sound?
Why is he an asshole? He's letting us stay here for free.
Probably because he recognized me as his queen, but didn't even bow down to me. Am I supposed to just ignore this rudeness?
Oh Mum. I'll be right back. Athena? I have a question that may sound weird, but we're all a little confused after everything that happened.
Yeah, a lot has happened. So are we done playing this game of hide and seek?
What do you mean?
Nice try, but I'm too smart to fall for this innocent disguise. We all are. Forgive me, I was going to wait until you were asleep, to make it easier for both of us, but if this is how you want to play, fine. My orders are to bring you in alive, so come with me and no one has to get hurt.
What orders? I don't know who you think I am, but I can assure you you're confusing me with somebody else. I'm not even from here. Now put that gun down, or else.
Or else you're finally going to show your true colors? Let's get it over with.
What's going on?
You are tired. Too tired to stand upright. You fall asleep, into a never-ending nightmare, until I wake you up.
Is everyone alright?
You were right, this guy is an asshole, probably a witch hunter or something like that. We should do something about him before he gets another chance to try and kill us.
No, wait.
Don't be fooled by his appearance, Wilbica. This isn't your friend Jaden, no matter how much they look alike.
But he may indeed be an ancestor, not just because of his looks, but because his paternal ancestors were known witch hunters. My brother-in-law doesn't waste an opportunity to remind everyone of that.
Watch out.
Mum.
Do vampires have any kind of healing power?
Nothing even resembling it. All I could do is take the pain away.
Okay.
Oh God, Mum.
Don't worry. I froze her to keep her from bleeding out, and I can try to keep her in this state for as long as possible, but she's going to need medical attention sooner rather than later. I hate to suggest this, but
someone has to go out there and look for help. My powers failed again. It's my fault that Mum got hurt, so I'm going.
No, it's my fault. If I hadn't insisted on not hurting that man just because he looks like Jaden.
Now is not the time to debate on whose fault it is. Go, both of you, get help for your mother while I look after her here.
He's gone. Athena. He was lying right here.
Well, Elise can stop time, she can stop him too if he whoops. If he comes back. I'm just wondering why my powers failed again. He should have stayed asleep.
Elise said something about the gravity waves being different in this world. Maybe it affects all of our powers, not just hers. I feel it too, except I actually feel stronger here. The way I blasted Athena out of the treehouse. I've never done that before.
Really? Not even to a teacher who annoyed you?
Not even that, but it would have happened to Mr. Sanders eventually if I was still attending that school.
There. Careful. Those might very well be Athena's people.
I say we force them to help us at one point.
Keep dreaming. Who are you?
Grandfather?
That's not him, Willie.
Wait. Is it? Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Hi.
No, you fooled me for a moment, but I won't fall for this trick again. Who sent you? Are you magic thieves?
Magic thieves?
Yes, the ones who kill witches with special weapons to absorb their powers. There's no way you haven't heard of them. You'll need to come up with a better cover story than that to convince me not to dispose of you right here and now.
Ellen. Leave them be.
Ellen. That's the second man with a female first name we encounter in this time. Wonder what's up with that?
Might as well be Allen, as in Edgar Allan Poe. But it's weird that they all look like people we know. Well, except for that one.
It's alright, Alan. These two are no threat to our people. Their arrival was foreseen by the Ageless Sage.
The Ageless Sage is here? Thank goodness. Our mother is badly injured and needs help, preferably of the magic kind, because I don't think there's any proper medicine in this day and age. We left her in a tree house in the woods.
I know where that is. It used to be my hunting lodge before the magic thieves besieged it for their own purposes. If you're really as innocent as you say, it was very unwise of you to leave your injured mother there all by herself.
We couldn't move her, but she's not alone. We were taken there by a stranger who saved us from a pack of wolves, but then turned on us.
He probably witnessed you using your powers against those wolves and posed as a friend to steal them from you later. That's exactly how those magic thieves operate. Ellen, I want you to lead a rescue team to the old hunting lodge and bring in the injured. I will alert the Ageless Sage, and you should come with me. The Ageless Sage will want to speak to you. Alone.
No way. He can speak to her when he comes to the village himself. Can I talk to you for a second?
Don't worry. The Ageless Sage is on our side.
Mum would disagree.
Mum won't be able to agree or disagree on anything if she doesn't get any help soon. If they can provide that help, and those are their conditions, we have no choice but to comply.
Fine, then I'll join the rescue team and make sure Mum gets here safely. But I still don't trust any of them, or the Ageless Sage. At the first sign of trouble, do what you must to get away from them.
You too. Take care.
Oh Jaden? Please be okay. If that creep really was your ancestor and we killed him, then...
Tiamo? Wilbica?
They are not here, but they're fine. And you'll be fine too. Help is on the way. I hope.
Did I fall asleep?
No, I froze you to stop the bleeding and found some bandages in the meantime. But I've never kept someone frozen for this long, or done it so many times in a row, so I'm afraid I'm out of power for now.
Just what we've been waiting to hear.
Get out.
You're in no position to make demands. Don't move.
Well, that's awkward.
So this is where the Ageless Sage resides in this time. What happened to his humble abode in the magic realm? Or has that not even been built yet?
The magic realm as you know it no longer exists.
You mean not yet?
No.
Okay, that's it. I won't take another step until you explain what exactly is going on here. You could start by telling me what year it is.
I realize this must be very confusing. And you don't trust me, which is fine, because you don't even know me. But I know a thing or two about you, like that you wouldn't believe me if I told you, or rather, you wouldn't want to believe this particular truth. It's best if I show you.
And what if I just turn around and walk away?
Feel free to do so. You're not my captive.
Fuck it.
Wait here. I'll get the Ageless Sage.
What the fuck? No. So you've finally come. I've been waiting for this moment ever since it happened to me.